So first of all, I'm going to detain you under section 1 apace.
Give my colleague your details, please.
Wonderful.
If you don't...
I don't have to under section 1 apace.
If you do not, under section 50 of Police Reform Act, I'm going to arrest you, take you to police...
Welcome to my channel, where we expose misconduct, break down police and legal encounters, protect civil rights, and demand accountability. Today's episode comes from Free Times Audits, so be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this incident, Auditor FTA is legally flying his drone over a police station when one of the most dangerously undertrained officers you'll ever see storms in, instantly escalating the situation and putting FTA at risk. The officer panics, shouts incoherent commands, and slaps cuffs on him as if dealing with a violent suspect instead of a lawful drone pilot. Then a second officer arrives and somehow manages to make things even worse, inventing laws on the spot to force FTA into giving his personal details. But here's the best part. FT didn't let any of this abuse slide. He took legal action, held them fully accountable, and walked away with a massive win.
I'm PC Rana from Central Park Police Station. You alright, bud?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Just wondering, I'm recording, my body warm's on. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm actually in control of an aircraft at the minute, so don't distract me.
No, I'm not distracting you. I just
You
want
are
to speak to
distracting
you if
me.
everything's alright. You just got an aircraft with a camera, I presume, and you're flying over a police station. Is there any reason for that, pal?
Lots of reasons for everything, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a reason for absolutely everything, hence why I'm asking you.
You're distracting me, that's what you're doing.
I might be distracting you, but I just need to speak to you, pal.
So you can wait, can't you? Or just wait till I land it.
Absolutely, yeah, go ahead.
I'm not landing it right now.
What exactly are you trying to record, pal?
I'm just flying at the minute, mate.
For the moment, the reason as to why I'm coming to speak to you, do you want me to tell you?
To distract me.
No, negative, that's, well, if
You're
I'm
distracting me now, so if I crash it into a car, it's your
If
fault.
I'm distracting you, that's just something that's occurred. Essentially,
Something that's occurred. I've told you I'm in charge of an
That's
aircraft.
why I'm trying to speak to
The
you.
reason why I'm telling you is because you're distracting me, and if I crash it, it's your fault.
This officer immediately proves he has no understanding of drone safety, public safety, or even basic common sense. FTA is mid-flight, fully focused with his eyes on the drone and hands on the controller, yet the officer barges in demanding answers even after being warned that he's actively creating a hazard. Any trained professional would wait, let the pilot land, and then begin a conversation, but instead this officer treats an active drone flight like it's casual small talk. When FTA correctly explains that distracting a pilot could cause the drone to crash into a vehicle, the officer responds with one of the dumbest lines imaginable. If I'm distracting you, that's just something that's occurred. He essentially admits he's willing to trigger a dangerous incident simply because he wants to talk now. It's reckless, irresponsible, and a clear sign he had zero control or awareness of the situation.
There's a security concern.
Oh, is it?
Police
Congratulations.
stations, hence why this is on the radar at the moment. We've had people trying to follow police officers home, hence why I'm trying to speak to you.
For what?
So,
I'm not speaking to you at the minute, I'm flying an aircraft.
do you want to land that down first, pal?
No.
Right, it's becoming a security issue now. I'm going to have to just put you in handcuffs.
Right, can I land it first?
Do you mind landing it then? Yeah?
Yeah.
I can put you in handcuffs down and have to stop searching, pal.
Alright.
That's how it is. Do you want to land it now, or do you want to...
I'll land it now.
Go on then.
So you're detaining me?
Yes, at the moment I want to put you in handcuffs.
Under what section?
Section 1 apace, pal.
Alright.
So do you mind just...
Can I land it?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to move, do you?
Yeah, because I have to make sure it lands safely.
That's fine.
So,
You want to put that down in your backpack, something like that, at least it's out of the way so you don't need to worry about it?
so why are you detaining me?
Section 1 stop search, pal.
Section 1, so you think I'm coming equipped to steal?
Negative, that's not remotely close.
Oh, that's section 1 apace, isn't it?
Section 1 apace, yeah?
Yeah, is that what you do? Is that what
Section 1
you do?
apace is a stop search power, yeah?
Yeah, for what? For what reason?
If you like to put your hands away, then I can handcuff you, then I can explain as I legally have to explain. I'll explain everything to you after that, pal.
The officer's attempt to use Section 1 of PACE wasn't just incorrect. It exposed that he had no idea what legal power actually applied. Section 1 requires a clear, specific suspicion that a person possesses stolen goods or burglary tools, and none of that has anything to do with flying a drone, filming a building, or being near a police station. So when FTA hits him with the obvious question, "So you think I'm equipped to steal?" the officer immediately answers no, completely destroying his own supposed grounds. Rather than admit he didn't understand the law, he grabbed the first power he could remember from training and tried to force it into a situation it had absolutely no relevance to.
First of all, I'm going to detain you under Section 1 apace, which is your stop search power. The reason as to why I'm doing so, hold on. The reason is why I'm doing so is because recently we've had information about individuals following police cars out of the stations in unmarked cars and playing cloned cars with fake number plates. If you want, you can like put that down.
No, it's alright.
That's fine. Cool, pop noise. So that's one of the reasons as to why you're going to be detained. And now I can see you. I'm speaking to you. You're not giving me any reason as to why you're here at this very moment.
I don't have to account for being in a public place.
Absolutely not. You're not in a public place, but your drone is well within police property.
What, the airspace?
Yeah.
You do control the airspace, do you?
I'm not saying I control the airspace.
Well, you don't control the airspace.
As you can say, we've got recent intel claiming people are following police officers home in unmarked cars. I can't see that there's a car at the moment. I can't see any plane cars or the vehicle that I.
So you've got no reasonable grounds, then, have you?
I just explained my reasonable grounds.
No, they're not reasonable in my opinion.
My collar number's on my shoulder, pal. So if
I can't see it because of your collar.
You can see it right there, pal. My collar number's right there. If you've got any issues with anything that I'm doing today,
everything that you're doing,
well within your right to complain. That's not an issue at all.
The officer made it clear he didn't understand even the basics of the situation. FTA's rights are determined by where he's standing, not where the drone is flying, and the airspace above a police station isn't owned or controlled by the force. It's regulated nationally. But the real collapse came when the officer tried to justify a search. He threw out some vague intel about people following officers home, as if that had anything to do with a man peacefully flying a drone over a building. Then, unbelievably, he admitted he couldn't see any behavior from FTA that matched that intel. That admission killed his grounds instantly. The moment an officer acknowledges there's no observed behavior, the suspicion becomes nothing more than a story, and a story can't authorize a search.
You new to the job?
Absolutely not. No.
How long have you been in the job?
A couple of years.
Yeah, you should know better than.
I still have a couple of things I need to say to you. You should just interrupting me. The reason
you're not searching me then?
The ground. I am searching you. I'm just looking at it so it doesn't hurt your wrists.
Looking after. So you're unlocking it?
No, I've seen it. I'm looking after you if anything.
Well, you're not looking after my eye. You put me in handcuffs.
That's for your safety and my safety, you know how it is. The objects of my search is anything that could be used to follow police officers home or anything that could be used in illegal means. Do you understand what I mean?
No.
Right, so essentially I'm looking for items.
So a car would be to follow.
Absolutely, so I'm looking for car keys for this certain car that I'm looking for.
What car are you looking for?
At the moment,
you don't know, dear. You're making it up. You're making it up as you go. Absolutely. Tell me what car it is then.
Absolutely.
Tell me what car it is then.
Personal information.
Oh, what an idiot.
Police safety and awareness. So I can't really tell you
idiot.
That's fine.
Oh, look at this now, idiots.
Yeah,
no, I'm not, mate. No, I'm not. Being detained for illegal activity.
A drone about this recent. Yeah.
Oh, flying a drone.
This is the moment the officer's entire story collapses. He tries to justify the search by claiming he's looking for car keys to a specific vehicle supposedly linked to suspects who follow officers home. But the second FTA asks what car he's talking about, the officer freezes and hides behind personal information. That slip exposes everything. If the suspicion were genuine, he'd be able to give at least something. A color, a model, a partial plate, anything. Instead, he makes a dramatic claim and then immediately refuses to support it. Once an officer starts inventing details just to prop up a search he's already decided to carry out, the truth becomes obvious. This was never about a vehicle or a threat. It was about finding any excuse to justify a search that had no legal foundation from the start.
No, get off.
Put your face down.
No, that's illegal. What are you doing?
You're going to get stop search now on the second.
Yeah, I'm being stop searched. He's doing it.
Come over here.
No, come over here.
Come over here now. I'll get your equipment. Come over here now. Listen to me now. My colleague's not already explained this to you. You're now detained under Section 1 of PACE, which is the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984. The reasons for this are, I've got reason to suspect you're in the commission of offence by committing hostile reconnaissance in an area that's not open to the public. Right. You are going far beyond YouTubing for a YouTube video.
Really?
You are flowing an unmanned aircraft without authorisation over a police station.
Don't need authorisation.
Pull that down.
No, that's illegal. Straight away.
It's not illegal.
It's really not.
So I've got reasonable grounds to believe.
No.
I need to know.
This is for religious purposes.
It's not religious.
Yeah, it is.
You want to get a reaction for whatever YouTube video you're doing. So this is what's going to happen. My colleague's going to put your handcuffs behind your back, and you're going to get stop searched. Once that's done, let's get your details. If I don't find anything in that bag on the grounds of the search and the stop search that we do, anything that prohibited items or illegal in the commission of the offence you've potentially committed, you may be released.
The second officer arrives twice as loud and half as informed, immediately shouting that FT is flying without authorization over a police station, a tired myth officers cling to, as if police buildings automatically create no-fly zones. They don't. UK airspace is regulated nationally, not by local police, and unless the CAA designates the area as restricted, which this one wasn't, FTA is fully entitled to fly there. Police stations don't get special invisible force fields just because officers dislike being filmed. And then, without warning, this officer reaches out and yanks down FTA's face covering. No request, no legal authority, just pure ego and entitlement. A face covering isn't illegal, it isn't contraband, and it certainly isn't blocking a lawful search. It's personal clothing, and ripping it off is nothing but an abuse of power.
If you do not give us your details under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act, I want your details. You have caused members of staff at this police station in an area that's not open to the public.
Didn't go in.
Alarm. I'm not saying you did, but you flew your drone over the police station.
Which isn't illegal.
Let me explain to you now. You need authority to be flying an unmanned aircraft like that over 120 metres high in the sky, which is 400 feet.
I didn't go over 120 metres.
Well, we need to ascertain that. So what's going to happen now is you're going to give my colleague your details in a minute. We're going to stop search you under Section 1 of PACE 1984. Once that's done, we'll PNC you, find out who you are, and what I suggest you do is you really think on about the behaviour you're committing. I get there's people like auditors, I get there's people that are interested in police stations, but you have not got permission off the Chief Constable of Greater Manchester Police or the Council to be filming this police station intrusively in an area that's clearly not open to the public. So at the moment, you're being detained for a stop search. Once that's been done, we will go further from there about what we're going to do.
The second officer doesn't even pretend to understand drone laws. He simply invents his own, confidently telling FTA he needs permission from the chief constable or the local council. That isn't a misunderstanding, it's an officer who genuinely thinks owning a police building means owning the sky above it. By that logic, you'd need Tesco's approval to fly over their car park. It's absurd, completely unlawful, and delivered with full authority as if it were real legislation. This officer wasn't applying aviation rules, he was defending his turf. And the moment he realized he had absolutely no legal power to stop a lawful drone flight, he defaulted to the classic move of the undertrained: raise his voice, assert authority, and hope the public backs down.
Give my colleague your details, please.
Wonderful.
If you don't...
I don't have to under Section 1 of PACE.
let me explain to you now. You do, because let me explain something to you now. If you do not, under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act, I'm going to arrest you, take you to police custody, and live scan your fingerprints, get your photographs and DNA to find out who you are. Because you've caused several members of staff in here. Let me explain. Let me finish speaking. Listen, you've gone a level beyond filming the front of the gate of the police station. You've flown the drone around the police station, and my colleague saw you doing it from a top window in this building. This colleague stood here. For that reason, I can be satisfied now that you've gone beyond the level of causing harassment, alarm and distress to colleagues in here. So you give me those details. If you don't, that's fine. We'll take you to police custody and we'll find out who you are there.
On one condition.
It's not under condition. That's what's going to happen.
I want my phone recording you saying that I have to.
No, we've got body cam.
No, because I'll never get hold of that.
Yeah, you can.
No, I've tried it before. I don't get it.
Well, ultimately, mate, listen to me now. You've got 5 to 10 seconds to make a decision. If you don't, I'm going to take you to police custody. Following the search, we're going to carry out under Section 1 of PACE 1984.
Right, search me first, and then I'll give me details.
That's fine. Okay. Good.
The Section 50 threat was the final proof these officers were completely out of their depth. The second cop tried to claim FTA had caused harassment, alarm, and distress, not to the public, but to the officers who chose to confront him, detain him, misstate the law, and even pull off his face covering. That isn't Section 50, that's pure desperation from officers who couldn't handle being challenged by someone who actually knew his rights. FTA's own comment under the video confirmed why the force ended up paying out. A viewer asked how items that could be used to follow officers home justified a Section 1 PACE search, and the answer was simple. It didn't, because the officer fabricated the grounds entirely. FTA replied bluntly, yeah, illegal stop and search with no grounds. Civil Claim 1. That single line sums up the entire case: misused powers, non-existent grounds, and a police force with no defense. They settled because if this went to court, every lie, every unlawful threat, and every made-up justification would have been exposed. What made the incident remarkable wasn't just the bad policing, but how fast a harmless moment became a full-scale meltdown. It was literally mid-flight warning the officer, "You're distracting me. This is dangerous. Yet instead of stepping back, the officer pushed harder. That defined the whole encounter. Every time common sense appeared, the police sprinted the opposite way. Reinforcements arrived not to de-escalate but to stack more mistakes on top, accusing FTA of hostile reconnaissance, illegal flying, harassment, and even following officers home, anything to regain control of a situation already falling apart. It was emotional policing disguised as law, driven by panic and pride rather than training. So when FTA confirmed he won the civil claim, it shocked no one. It was the only outcome possible. Unlawful stop, unlawful search, fabricated grounds, threats of Section 50, and drone laws invented on the spot, any one of those would sink a case. Together, it was a payout waiting to happen. The force paid, the officers walked away looking clueless, and FA walked away proving once again that the law doesn't bend.